Now we all know that most English youngsters either start at a lower league team and build their way up to the Premier League, or that they get in the youth academy of a big club very early on and slowly get integrated into the club's first team. But what I find most interesting about English talents are players who try something different. They take on an adventure by moving to a new club outside of England and take a big risk by moving from a well-known culture and a good youth academy setup to a team in another country with a different language and a different culture. Not many of these English youngsters do reach the top, but in this video I will show you plenty of English players who don't play in any of the English divisions but play outside of England. Your job is to sign them and make their adventure pay off by making them a big success at your club, which is obviously also not in England. Some players might have lower potential, but dynamic potential can of course increase their potential by quite a bit. Now let's get into the video. The first player is Harry Clark, who plays for Hibernian. He's a 20-year-old centre-back who can also play as a right-back, and he is 63 rated and a 75 potential. Next up is Teddy Yanks, who is a 19-year-old centre-mid who can also play as a cam, and he plays for Aberdeen. He is 58 rated and also has 75 potential. Zach Medley used to play for Arsenal, but he has now moved to Oostende in Belgium. He is a 21-year-old centre-back who can also play as a left-back, and he is 66 rated and also has 75 potential. Zeno Ibsen Rossi is loaned out from Bournemouth to Dundee FC, and he is a 20-year-old centre-back who can also play as a right-back, and he is 63 rated and also has 75 potential. Sam Long is an 18-year-old goalkeeper loaned out from Lincoln City to Drogheda United. He is 57 rated and also has 75 potential. Cameron Humphreys Grant is a 22-year-old centre-back who plays for Belgian side Zulte Waregem. He is 68 rated and has 76 potential. Alex Cochrane is a 21-year-old left wing-back who can also play as a centre-back. He plays for Hearts in Scotland and he is 67 rated and has 76 potential. Clinton Mola is a 20-year-old English left wing-back who can also play as a CDM, and he plays for Stuttgart in the Bundesliga and he is 66 rated and has 76 potential. Matt O'Reilly plays for Celtic in Scotland, and he is a 20-year-old centre-mid who can also play as a cam. He is 68 rated and also has 76 potential. Tom Edwards is a 22-year-old English right-back who can also play as a centre-back. He is loaned out from Stoke City to American side New York Red Bulls. He is 70 rated and has 77 potential. Next up is Kane Ramsey, who actually plays for Southampton but is loaned out to Ross County FC. He is a 20-year-old right-back who can also play as a right wing-back, and he is 63 rated and also has 77 potential. George Cox plays for Fortuna Sittard, who play in the Eredivisie. He is a 23-year-old left-back who can also play as a left wing-back, and he is 70 rated and also has 77 potential. One of my favorite stories is the one from Danny Loader. He is a 20-year-old English striker who now plays for Porto in Portugal. He is 64 rated and has 77 potential. Odin Bailey plays for Birmingham City but is loaned out to Livingston FC. He is a 21-year-old right winger who is 67 rated and has 78 potential. Felix Nmecha plays for Wolfsburg in the Bundesliga, and he is a 20-year-old cam who can also play as a centre-mid. Of course, he is the brother of Lucas Nmecha, who also plays for Wolfsburg. Felix is 66 rated and has 78 potential. Ronaldo Vieira first off has an amazing name, and he now plays for Sampdoria. He is a 23-year-old CDM who can also play as a centre-mid. He is 71 rated and has 79 potential. Ellis Sims plays for Everton but is actually loaned out to Hearts in Scotland. He is 66 rated and has 79 potential, and he is a 20-year-old striker. Tim Akinola is a 20-year-old CDM who can also play as a centre-mid. He plays for Scottish side Dundee United, and he is 62 rated and has 79 potential. Reece Nelson is of course playing for Arsenal, but he is actually loaned out to Feyenoord in the Eredivisie. He is a 21-year-old right winger who can also play as a left winger, and he is 72 rated and has 79 potential. Omar Richards of course moved from Reading to Bayern Munich a couple of years ago. He is now a 23-year-old left back who can also play as a left wing back, and he is 74 rated and also has 79 potential. Karamoke Dembele has been a big talent for a couple of years now, and he is an 18-year-old right winger who plays for Celtic in Scotland, and he is 64 rated and has 80 potential. Arvin Appiah plays for Spanish side Almeria, and he is a 20-year-old right mid who can also play as a left mid and as a right winger. He is 65 rated and has 80 potential. By the way, I love this kid from Almeria, maybe a good team to try out in career mode. Reece Oxford is a 22-year-old centre-back who can also play as a CDM and as a right back. He is 73 rated and also has 80 potential, and you might know him of his time at West Ham United a couple of years ago. Samuel Sashua plays for Spanish side Tenerife. He is a 22-year-old striker who can also play as a cam and as a right midfielder. He is 70 rated and he also has 80 potential. Steffi Mavididi plays for Montpellier in Ligue 1. He is a 23-year-old left mid who can also play as a striker. He He is 77 rated and has 81 potential. Ainsley Maitland-Niles is of course loaned out from Arsenal to AS Roma for this season. He's a 23-year-old right wing back who can also play as a right midfielder and as a right back. He is 76 rated and has 81 potential as well. Louis Binks is an interesting player as he is a 19-year-old English centre back who plays for Italian side Bologna. He is 69 rated and also has 81 potential. Angel Gomez of course moved from Manchester United to Lille a couple of years ago. He's now a 20-year-old left mid who can also play as a striker, and he is 73 rated and has 81 potential. He also has 4-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot, and I highly recommend him for you to use in career mode. Axel Tuanzebe of course moved from Manchester United to Napoli on loan for the rest of the season. He is a 23-year-old centre back who is 74 rated and also has 81 potential. Etienne Green plays for Saint Etienne in Ligue 1, and he is a 21-year-old English goalkeeper who is 74 rated and has 82 potential. Marcus Edwards is next up, and he is a 22-year-old right winger who can also play as a left winger. He plays for Sporting de Portugal and he is 77 rated and also has 83 potential. And he also has a game face of course with 4-star skill moves. Tammy Abraham of course moved from Chelsea to AS Roma last summer, and he is a 23-year-old English striker who is 79 rated, and he also has 86 potential. Next up is one of my favorite players in real life currently with Noni Madueke. He is a 19-year-old right midfielder who can also play as a striker. He plays for my favorite team, PSV, and he is 77 rated and has 88 potential. He has 4-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot and is a great player to use in game. The second to last player is Fikayo Tomori, who of course moved from Chelsea to Milan a couple of years ago. He is a 23-year-old English centre back who is 82 rated and has 88 potential. He also has 4-star weak foot and he is 6'1". And the last player for this list is Jude Bellingham of course. He plays for Borussia Dortmund in the Bundesliga, and he is an 18-year-old centre mid who can also play as a left mid. He has 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, and he is 81 rated already with a big 90 potential. Highly recommended player to use in game. Let me know in the comments which of these players you will buy in your career mode. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel to help me reach 10,000 subscribers, and I will see you at the next video.